Are the Lee County Sheriff's feuds with the NAACP and FGCU, both of whom have African-American presidents, and shots at hip-hop artists all part of a political strategy? For In Your Corner's Warren Wright asking an expert if the sheriff's words and tone smack of political posturing. Warren?
Well, FGCU professor Dr. Peter Bergerson says the sheriff's letters criticizing the NAACP and FGCU President Wilson Bradshaw have been a hot topic on campus. As a professor of public affairs and the author of several published papers on congressional races, Bergerson believes something's up.
I think that Sheriff Scott is politically ambitious.
FGCU professor Peter Bergerson says the sheriff's challenges to high-profile African-American leaders, first the NAACP and now the president of FGCU, could be seen as part of a strategy.
He's using the platform of the sheriff for potentially political reasons.
For example, the sheriff sent this email to FGCU President William Bradshaw, chastising him, saying, quote, "I would think that you would be especially opposed to anyone that spews the N-word, and, quote, you run the show there, Brad, not the students." Words some would see as demeaning to one of the few high-profile African Americans in a position of power in Southwest Florida.
He's using one of the real pillars of the university and one of the leaders of the community to impale him almost.
The sheriff is like any other citizen, however. I mean, he has the right to have an opinion and share it with other people.
He's entitled to his opinion, but he's using his position as the sheriff to chastise an academic and educational institution, and he sees that, I guess, that there's some advantage either to him personally
and possibly politically. The sheriff's complaints about hip-hop performers at the FGCU concert come as Congressman Trey Radel has been grabbing publicity for being a hip-hop fan. Is the sheriff getting ready to challenge Radel as a more conservative Republican? Radel told me by phone it's not going to happen.
Andy's my buddy. He's a friend. We talked. He told me explicitly, you're not running for Congress.
A spokesman for the sheriff also claims he won't be running for Congress, but Dr. Bergerson says actions and words certainly seem calculated to getting voters' attention.
Running for office is a process, and one of the first things is kind of positioning yourself and being in a position to be noticed.
Bergerson points out that any speculation about the sheriff running for Congress actually demonstrates his popularity and high visibility within the community. Warren Wright, Fox 4, in your corner.